007, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the speed off air 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 me.
Reduce 160 to 40, speed 124.
Hello there guys, Matt here, hope you're all well and welcome back to another P3D video. And yes, we are still in the 777 because I have a limited amount of aircraft that I can fly with in P3D, and also I wanted to get my money's worth, which is never going to be the case because it's so bloody expensive. Okay, we're on the ground at Birmingham in the new UK2000 scenery. It just got released. This is version 3 with the extended runway, which I think is probably the only thing that they've updated, but there might be a few other things as well. I'm not really a massive fan of Birmingham, so to speak. I don't really keep up to date with its developments, but I do know that it had an extension on the runway, so that is what we are going to look at today. We're going to be departing off runway 33, which apparently is the one that's been extended. Emirates, as I said, Emirates 18, no it's not, Emirates 38, service Birmingham to Dubai, and everything, as always, has been pre-configured. I am flying with my friend, but apparently V-Pilot can't model match, and that is him there. He's supposed to be in a 777-300 as well, a 777 Whiskey. But never mind. UK2000 air bridges are dynamic, but they don't really line up with the door, which is a bit of a shame. Also, I'm looking at the side of this catering van and wondering why there's been a duplication of... what is that? Very weird. Anyway, so we have a zero fuel weight today of just over 220 tons, which is pretty nice. And we're taking just over 63 tons of fuel. Flying time's just over 6 hours. Okay, I'll jump into the flight deck and we'll get underway. We're on stand 5-5, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So let's get this show on the road. Righty-ho! So the nav lights are on. I'm going to put the logo. We'll leave the wing lights off because we'll pretend we've already done the walk around. We can put the window heats on. At the moment I've got the dome light on, that's why it's pretty bright, but we'll turn that off in a minute. The ADI RU is already aligned for us, which is done there. So all it is now is a case of programming the computers, which we can do down here. So we'll do the left one first, and then well, the right one will reflect the left one, so it's not really a problem. So FMC, posit it, and we are at Birmingham, Echo Golf, Bravo, Bravo. On stand number 55, which is going in right there. And of course it's not in the database. Let me just see if it accepts 55 right. It did. Okay, we'll do that. Route request 777 Birmingham Dubai request. Let that request itself. And while we are doing that, we can look in the middle here and we see that the doors, some are open, so I'm going to start closing the doors actually. I'm going to ask GSX to disappear. Do we want to request the de-icing treatment? No, we don't. We want to go nose right, tail left. Okay, so we can start to close all the doors while that route request is in action. Close the cargo doors. There we go. And eventually we can close these front doors. Get rid of the jetway with Control and J. Right, this uplink is ready, so we can load that. Wait for that to do its thing. And eventually it will blank out the runway, and we will be able to put all the other figures in. He says, there we go. Okay, runway 33 for departure, and Emirates 38. There we go. Okay, from that we can go to alternate, we can check the alternate fuel. I need to look at the operational flight plan and find out what the alternate is. That would be useful for me. The alternate today is OMDB, so Oscar Mike Delta Whiskey. I can go in there, and then we can go to the VNAV page, set the transition altitude to 6,000 feet, and then we can go to the legs page and we can put some steps in, I think. No, we won't. We'll do init ref first and we'll do perf init request. We'll let it do all that. It shouldn't take too long. Initial climb to 290 and then Sondo at 310. Continuing at 310 until Tulip up to 33 and 35. Then 37, and our cap is at 37 today, so that'll be our final cruise level is 37, flight level 370. So we can accept those figures. Reserves is exactly what it needs to be. And the step size, we're going to put that to 0. We can leave that as it is, and we can go to thrust limit. I think, hang on, I think the CG is 17.5. I remember my friend saying that. So we'll do that. As far as power settings go, well, they're already pre-calculated for me, and it is 49 degrees, which is up the top left there, and we're using flat 15 there. The CG can go in, and we are going to select the climb reduction to flat 5. Now we've not executed anything yet, so we're not going to get any speeds, but it's runway 33 and we're out via the Daventry 5 Delta departure, and now we can activate everything and we'll get some speeds. Route copy that as well for now, just in case something goes wrong. 154, 159 and 165, which we can stick in the MCP. 165 is set. Okay, back down here, we can go into the legs page and we can go to the steps. So 330 at Tulip, so we need to find that, there it is. 330, I wish the double press would work. 330S at Tulip, and then it's 350 at Omilo, and I actually flew from Glasgow to Dubai the other day, and I actually got a direct Omilo from German air traffic control, which was interesting. I remember that waypoint. Okay, there we go. Omilo at 35, and then Echo Zulu Sierra at 37. So there it is there, 370. So that's the step climbs in. It won't work because I didn't put an S on the end of it. 370S into there. Good. Okay, next thing we can do is do the winds. So what we need to do is find top of climb, which for us today is at Romis. Yeah, Romis. Romeo Oscar Mike India Sierra. So if you go to route data, back to the top, find Romis. 76543 where's Romis? Romis, where are you? I can't find it. Oh no, it's not Romis, it's Umbag. My bad. Umbag we need to find. There it is. Right there. That's our top of climb. So, the winds that we are selecting from that are flight level 250 and flight level 270 and then flight level 290 and then flight level 310. Now I can re-request these with different levels further down the way, but for now that is fine. We'll just go with those for the minute. So that can request the winds into the FMC there, and then once we've done that, bar doing some checklists, everything is pretty much ready to go. Talk about setting up in less than 5 minutes. It would be pretty nice if we could do that. This data request of winds is done now, so we can load them in and then we can execute it when they go in there. Okay, excellent. We'll leave this on the takeoff page and we'll go over here and we can arm the doors, set the auto brake to RTO, and oh, I just opened the door. I'm so stupid. I need to reopen and close that again. This process takes a while. They need to have an arm all button like they did with the MD-11. That would be so cool. Maybe the logic is flawed or something on that though. I don't know if you have to individually arm each door. Right, that's done, that's done. So what we can do now is we can go to the progress page. Well, first we need to select the FMC. Then we can go to the progress page. So 15.2, 3,000 miles. We still don't have the arrival in. We don't have the upper step climb winds in, so that's fine. So we'll leave that on the legs page. So from there we'll set up some of the ND display stuff. So we'll stick the VORs up. I'll do data and traffic. So TCAS is off at the moment. Flight director on this side because I'm flying from the left hand seat, and on that side we can do VORs up and data and terrain, and also TCAS as well. We can go into 10 miles. Back to the checklist, and we can just run a quick pre-flight. Let me just reset everything because it's the first flight of the day. So oxygen, that's fine. Flight instruments are set, normal. To the next menu, so before start checklist, flight deck doors not modelled, passenger signs are on, MCP is set, takeoff speeds are set, CD pre-flight is complete. The trim is supposed to be set at 6 units, but we don't have hydraulics, so we can't do that yet. But we'll just go with that for now. We'll set that after we pressurize the hydraulics. Taxi and takeoff briefing, well, whatever. I'm not flying with anyone. Just know we're going off 3-3. Beacon light can go on, and now we can also stow that dome light away, so we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, normal, and that should give us before taxi, which is perfect. So we can go to the engine page, like so, and we can just set some of this stuff. So runway heading 330, initial climb to, I think it's flight level 60. I can probably check the chart, but there's no ATC on. We can arm LNAV and arm VNAV, and everything else is good to go. Okay, APU is already running, which means that we don't really need to do much more. We can turn the fuel pumps on. We don't have any fuel in the center, very, very small amount, so it's not really that much of a problem. We can start to pressurize the hydraulics, and what I will do is make sure that the wheel chocks are removed, like so. Just double tap them, and then we'll stick that back to the menu page. And that fault light's gone out now, so we'll do the second fault light, and then once that's gone, we'll do middle hydraulic pumps, which it's gone now, and we can just stick those on. Okay, right, well that's everything ready to go. We'll just wait for these errors to disappear. TCAS is off, we can stick that on, and then there's an engine shutdown memo, but we'll just cancel that, that's not an issue. Wait for the C2 pump to disappear, which it's done, and now we can cancel that. Okay, so I think we are ready, if I'm not mistaken. If I release the parking brake, there we go. We can start the pushback. So we'll start the clock. We're off the blocks at 2018 apparently, and we are good to start number 2. So we'll fire 2 up first, wait for 2% oil pressure, which is just here, and then straight in with the fuel. Waiting for it to auto start, shouldn't take too long. It gets 3 cycles and then it'll give up, so I'm hoping it gets it within the first one. There you go, yeah, it's got in nice. As the starter switch flicks back to normal, so we can start number 1 and wait for 2% oil pressure, which is right there, and away we go with engine number 1. I love it with GSX how the tiller just goes absolutely crazy. It's pretty funny. What are these lights? Are they like... Oh, it's a map light, I see. And there's a work table light. Number 2's coming online. Very good. Number 2, I didn't mean that, I meant number 1. One day I'll get it right. lighting is good at this scenery. It's pretty awesome. See the city in the background, see all the cars going along the motorway, and then you've got the taxi lights, apron lights, runway lights, etc. All good. Looks nice. I don't know where this GSX guy's taking us. Control tower there. Now what I might do, in order to let my friend push back at the same time, depends how far back this pushes me. Actually, I think there's enough, to be honest. Yeah, I think there's enough room there. Right, parking brake set. Just to fiddle with that heading a bit. There you go. And then we can go to the flight control page. So, set flat 15. And while that's running, full left, full right, and then neutral, full up, and all the way forward, and full left on the rudder, and full right on the rudder. We can set the trim now, so 6.0 units, so there's 525, 55, 57, and then 6. So 6 is set. And that is the flight control check completed. 15 green light on the flaps, so we can go back to the checklist. Anti-ice is not required. Recall, well, it's checked. Flight controls are checked, and we'll just say the ground equipment is clear. We're just waiting for the GSX guy to disappear. And that's the before takeoff checklist also done, but we'll leave it there for now. So, turn-offs, taxi, and I don't know if I'm meant to wait for my friend. See, I'm a bit scared that if I pull forward, he's going to start pushing. Okay, right, all done. Parking brake is released, and we can taxi. So we're going to go forward. Let's see what's the best way to tackle this. So I think this is Victor or Whiskey, and then we need to go left that way. But I don't know if it's wise to take the first left or the second left. I think probably the second left, considering how wide this aircraft is. I just accidentally went to the wing view, that was a bit awkward. But I'll show you the other side as well, because I can. Look at that. Looks so cool. With the lights in the background. Flight controls are all working perfectly. Very good indeed. Yeah, I'll swing a right here and then left, and then that should take us all the way down to, it's called Sierra 1, apparently. So, we'll swing a huge left here. All the way around. Oops. Go on, you can do it. Yeah, that's fine. Good stuff. I don't think you would have got wingtip clearance if I went down that one versus that terminal building, so it was a wise move. I'm just going to put it on the centre line of the taxiway. That will be useful. So, normally, I'll show you where the extension is. So they had Echo 1 at Birmingham. That was the holding point for runway 33, and that was the end of runway 33. Just had the cabin ready. And I just remembered, again, to not turn the APU off. Whoops. It's going off now, it's fine. So this end terminal here is where you would come out, and Echo 1 is just right here. I don't know if they still have Echo 1. I should probably look as we turn the corner. But then they extended it all the way down to the end to Sierra 1, which is pretty cool. I'm not quite sure why they did it. I guess it's to accommodate larger aircraft or something. I don't really know. But, I mean, they already had Emirates 777s. I think even they had an A380 as well. So I don't know why they needed the extra runway length. But I'm sure there's a valid reason for it. So, was that an Echo there? Yeah, that's Echo 3. So Echo 1 is... oh, actually, they've kept Echo 1, so Echo 1's just there. Yeah, they kept Echo 1. That's fair enough. Actually, what's going on here with this scenery? This is very weird. So, there's Echo 1, right? And apparently, I'm about to go into the sort of land of the unknown here. I don't know why the terrain is messed up so much. I guess this is an FTX thing. Well, this is a bit awkward. I'm trying to showcase a runway extension. And the terrain's messed up. And then go on the outside view and see what's going on here. Look at that. What's all that about? Yeah, there's obviously a problem with FTX. Oh well, never mind. I might... The weird thing is, though, is that my FTX, all of my BGLs for the UK are deleted, so I don't think this is an FTX problem. I think this might be an actual UK2000 flattening issue. Oh well. We'll just go through all the cars. Well, that's an interesting start to a flight. Joys of flight sim. Swing it round this corner. Just pretend you didn't see that. And yeah, we are good to go. Approach is clear. And we can start the other clock. Onto the runway we go. Strobe lights and landing lights can all come on. Cars are apparently in the way. That's pretty cool. No, I'll have to fix this afterwards, but it's okay for now. It's just there's a bit of comedy for you. Right, everything's set to go. So let's do this. 50% on the N1. Wait for it to stabilize. There we go. And toga.
Approaching 3-3 on taxiway.
Okay. 80 knots. Power is set. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, and there goes the gear. Follow the flight director. And then straight on autopilot, because that right turn is something I do not fancy flying. Flap 5. Look at that night lighting. So cool. Begin the right turn on the Daventry departure. That looks awesome. See the motorway there just underneath. Climb 1, flap 1. Should probably keep the speed to a maybe like 200 knots or something while you make this turn, but there's no ATC on, so it's fine. Oh, wow. That looks so cool. That looks absolutely tremendous. See, this is why FSX night lighting really never did it for me. Flaps up. It's all about P3D with the night lighting. FSX night lighting is just horrible. It doesn't work properly. It's all over the place. We see Birmingham in the background somewhere. Yep, there it is. There she is. Even with the glitchy runway. There we go. We're above everything. So, I'm going to set flight level 310 and altitude intervene a bunch of times, and then we can set standard pressure. We can climb all the way up to flight level 310. Dubai, here we come. Some 6 hours and 17 minutes. What goes up must indeed come down. So we're just approaching top of drop on the ND here. We haven't programmed an arrival yet though. Still got another 165 miles to run into Dubai. So I guess we should program the arrival. So it is on the DESD 7 Charlie, runway 30 left, and it's the ILS approach. So there's the DESD 7 Charlie and 30 left. No transition, so that can be selected in there. Now our landing weight, or our estimated landing weight, is 228.2 tons. 228.2, and that will, what should we use? We'll use flap 30. Okay, with that we'll use auto brake 2, and our top of descent now has just appeared about 15 miles or so ahead of us. It's a beautiful morning. It's just morning now. It's about 6:30 local, I would imagine 7:30 local. It's something about, or something like that anyway. I can't remember what Dubai's time offset is. It's 3:37 AM GMT Zulu, so whatever that translates to for Dubai. Everything else though is pretty much set. I guess we could do some sort of planning as far as the decision altitude goes, and for that I have my trusty Navigraph charts. The weather is actually extremely warm at the moment. It is just approaching 32 degrees at, well, 7 AM. Pretty hot, which is nice. I'd love to be in Dubai right now, although I don't really like the heat, but whatever. Anyway, the QNH is 1014, so we can set that there, and hopefully that will, there you go, 1014 is preset underneath there. And, oh yeah, of course, I need to get the decision altitudes and stuff like that. So OMDB, which is where we're arriving, and the ILS to 30 left. So we need. So it's decision altitude of 311. So Barrow 311. Now I'm trying to get this to do something. It's going the wrong way. Go that way. 4321, 31, and 311. So that's set. And the transition level is 150. So we can go down here, and we can re-request the descent winds as well now. Why not? Now we just check the. Oh, actually, we just missed the descent marker. So let me just cue that down. And we'll start the descent now to transition level initially. So 150. So forecast 150, and we can request the latest winds for that. So nice outside though, so nice. Shadows again, P3D, very, very cool. Just wait for the prompt to say that they're ready. We're a little bit above VNAV path, but it's not really too much of a problem. You see my friend just up there, just by Elira, it's 1600 feet below me. I'm descending down. Okay, so we can load those in, and wait for those to go in, and then we can execute them. Actually, we don't need to execute them because of the descent winds. And everything else is done. I will keep the likes. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll keep the likes page up on my side for now. And everything is good. I don't like this whole camera shift with EasyDock. Dubai seems to be a real killer with it. You notice how it's slightly off center, and then if I edit it, he says, if I edit it, oh my god, I've broken the camera. Great. Okay, so camera's fixed. Right, it just crashed out, I don't know why. What I was saying is, you see the shift, it's really annoying. If you position the camera in the middle, about there, and then edit that view so it stays like that, so if I go there and then back there, I can guarantee when we get down to Dubai, this will shift across to about here. And it's really, really annoying. I know that everyone knows about it, I just thought I'd add to the frustration, I guess. But anyway, out of flight level 334, for 150, there's a 13,000 level restriction crossing at Gitbo, so we'll just carry on the descent. I won't bore you with that, don't worry. But yeah, I'll see you when we're a bit lower down. so we are just about to pass 10,000 feet. Just bring this side in. See over there, Dubai in full swing. There's the airport there. There's Dubai, I guess, city centre. I don't really know the geography of Dubai. I know there's a big palm thing somewhere, but the visibility is a bit naff, so we can't really see it. I don't know where it is. I think it's meant to be on the right hand side of the aircraft actually, but it is out there somewhere, I promise you. Just not quite sure where. Anyway, 30 left we're landing on, so it's going to be the well, that side of the field over there, on this side here. I'm just passing 10 now, should be. Yep, nice. So logo, turn-offs, and we will put the left and right landing lights on, and we'll make sure that everything is set, which it is. We're on QNH 1014. Now this star goes all the way around the world, and I really cannot be bothered to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flight level change it with flap 1. So flap 1's coming out now, and then we'll just leave it in flap 1 configuration with flight level change, and then we'll just eyeball the base turn so we don't spend forever on this downwind leg, because there's really no need to go all the way out here just to turn back in. You might as well just wait until maybe Delta Bravo Sierra 13 and then turn right, or maybe a little bit further on, because you've got to be 2,000 there, 2,000 or above there. We'll see how it goes. Visibility is pretty fantastic though. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think I've ever seen visibility like that before here, or anywhere in the world, to be quite honest with you. It's very, very hazy. Very, very hazy. But yeah, there's the airport. We'll be landing on the left hand side and then vacating onto the Foxtrot stands, which are just here. We'll take Foxtrot 19, I think, is what we'll go for. And this descent rate is very, very slow. So, I think... Actually, no, it's not. It's fine. 1,200 feet a minute. Maybe we need to aid it a little bit with some speed brake. Maybe quarter-ish will do. I'm going to get it to like 1,700 feet a minute descent rate, and I'll be happy with that. Maybe a bit more. There we go. You can see now we're going to be level at 3,000 just after, or just before Sedco. So that's good. Put it on heading select now. And we'll keep it in heading select for the foreseeable future. And before we turn base, I'm going to slow down quite significantly, so I'm not trying to bleed all that speed off on final, because the final approach of Dubai hits you quicker than you think. You feel like you've got ages to go, but in reality you haven't. So just watch the miles, and you'll be okay. At the moment we're 5 or 6 miles from the ILS, so we're not quite ready to turn yet. What I will do is I'll bug the speed down to flap 1. I'll give it a bit more speed brake to help it on its way. Maybe about half will do. Speed coming back nicely there. Now flap 5 speed is 245 knots, so we can actually take flap 5 now. And we'll fly flap 5, give us a bit more drag. And then we'll bring that speed back all the way to flap 5 speed, and I'll be happy when we hit that flap 5 speed is when I'll turn base. So we'll just whack all the speed brake out. There we go. That gives us a nice amount of drag. It's a beautiful day though in Dubai, no wind, 32 degrees, I repeat again, 32 degrees, imagine that. I'm from the UK, so we never see anything like that. So just approaching 10 miles, or just past 10 miles with the base turn. We'll probably got about 12 miles to run. Still a little bit high for the base turn, but we've achieved the 1,600 feet a minute descent rate, which is what I wanted. So keep it going for another mile or so, and then we'll turn right. The idea is I want not to level off. It's called a continuous descent approach, CDAP. Okay, we'll start the turn in now. So we'll cut it by about there, and then we'll make sort of a triangle shape. 12 miles to run. Let's bring the ND in so I can see where I'm going. And passing 5,000 feet now. Descent rate's still good. We'll just continue on that heading. And that'll give us a nice cut for the ILS. See, there's the localizer now just coming in. We should be level at 3,000 by this arc here, which means I am confident to turn right to base. We may end up swinging out all the way around to establish. I'm going to bring the speed brake back in now. We don't need as much drag. And we'll continue that right turn all the way around. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes. And that's how you do it. Now, I'll arm the localizer. Now, I could go into vertical speed here, but to be honest, I'm pretty happy. Actually, you know what, I will. Let's just finish this off completely. We'll do vertical speed at 800 feet a minute. Maybe 7 or 6, maybe 5 actually. The idea is to just keep descending, minimal effort on the engines. Just keep playing with the vertical speed. We should get localizer very, very soon. And we're going to hit them both at about the same time. Almost there. Increase that vertical speed just a touch. Wait for localizer green. There's localizer. And then glide slope to follow shortly after. Wait for the glide slope to green as well. There we go, perfect. And that's just approaching, bang on 10 miles to run. Speed's good, altitude is spot on. Our missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet, so I'll set that now. Heading is spot on. That was a glorious approach. So, with that in mind, gear down. And flap 15. We're going to be flap 30, so we'll run that speed all the way down. And then we'll follow that through with the flaps. We have the flap limitation speeds over here, so we are good to come down with all of the flaps now. So flap 20, and then flap 25. And we can keep that running all the way to flap 30. 143 plus 5. 148 set. And arm the speed brake. Stick the other light on. And that is us, essentially, good to land. Well, I can't quite see the runway yet, but that haze is a contributing factor to that. We'll just, once I get a glimpse of it, I'll disconnect the autopilot. See it just yet. Well, no, actually, I think I can. I think it's just here. So what we'll do is we'll rely on the fact that the flight directors aren't lying, disconnect the autopilot, and we will fly this manually from here on in. Everything is set. Well, let's just hope for a greaser. I'll be happy. 6 hours and 50 minutes we've been in, or not in the air, but we've been actively participating in Emirates 38.
1,000.
A little bit high by like a quarter of a diamond, but I'm good with that. Just look the nose over a little bit. It's a bit turbulent. It is a bit turbulent indeed. Now the auto throttle really should be reacting to that and idling the power. Doesn't seem to want to. We're losing the glide a little bit, but I can get that back. It's no problem. There
500.
500.
Plus 100.
It's approaching minimums.
Minimums.
There we go, we're landing.
$100.
100 feet.
50. 40.
Gentle
30.
flare.
20. 10.
A little bit of a decrab. And there we go. Keep the nose, keep the nose, keep the nose. Very nice. Reverses. Water brake's doing its thing. There's 80, 70, 60. Manual braking at 60. Stow the reverses. There we have it. Welcome to Dubai. Ditch the auto brake. And we'll keep it rolling and we'll vacate one of the rapid exits on the left here. This next one here. Hopefully I won't have to put any power in. Maybe I will though. 27, 26. I'm not going to touch the power, see what happens. Yeah, we're good. Vacate here. Touch of power. Anyway, flaps up. Turn the lights off now. Stick the taxi lights on, get rid of the turn offs. It's daytime, we don't need them. Strobes can come off, logo can stay on even though it's daytime. Fire the APU up. And the speed brake can come in. Very good. Flight directors can disappear. And we will prep GSX for Foxtrot 19, which you can just see is over there, so we'll just follow this all the way around to Foxtrot 19. Short taxi, very good, no messing around, that's what we want after a 6 hour and 54 minute flight. Pretty decent. Okay, here's Fox 19, so we'll just start to brake a little bit. I probably should have took that inner taxiway to be honest, but it really doesn't matter. We can get to it from this bit here. See, on the ground, Fox 19. This is a pretty long aircraft, remember, so you can take the corner wide and it will play right into your hands very nicely. For example, right there. See what I mean about easy dock though? It's shifted all the way over here. It's really annoying. But oh well. It is what it is. So, here we go. Foxtrot 19 in Dubai. It's a shame these gates aren't dynamic, they're all static, which is really annoying, but hey ho. There's the GSX guy. Now apparently if you get this parking like spot on, he does a Macarena. So I guess if we just get it lined up like that. And just roll it in. That way. 210. I don't want to screw it up, but whatever. We tried. Okay, the APU's on, and we can get rid of the engines. Engines are cut. I guess it's not going to rate our parking, is it? Probably not. I don't know. Very good parking. Oh, okay. Is that it? Oh, he's dancing! Oh yes, that's what we want, guys. That is what we want. Take a look at him go. Cue the music. That's so cool. That was great. That was truly great. There we go. Okay, I should probably have turned the taxi light off and not blind him. My bad. Okay, so there we go. Another successful flight in the bag in P3D, Emirates 38, Birmingham to Dubai. Left the beacon light on like a bit of a noob, but that's fine. No one's judging. Okay, right. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. But until the next time, again, thank you very much. And take care all. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.